Right, that goes into the, I'll say about a couple of days ago, South Korea and the United States, they expanded their exercise drills, and Kim Jong-un looked at that as a threat. He looked at it as a red line, crossing the line when it comes to that. And that shows you that those tensions are increasing between North Korea and South Korea. South Korea and the United States versus North Korea. As you see right here, North Korea calls for a strengthened war readiness posture and expand drills. And it says North Korean leader Kim Jong-un presides over a military meeting in Pyongyang, North Korea, as of February 6, 2023. In photos released by North Korean Central News Agency, it says a North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, has presided over a military meeting and pleads to expand drills and beef up the country's war readiness posture, state media reports on Tuesday. And it says at the meeting of the Central Military Commission of the Workers' Party on Monday, officials discussed a major military and political task for this year and the long-term issues concerning the orientation for Army building. The KCNA News Agency says study discussed there were the issues of consistently expanding intensifying the operation and combat drills of the KPA to cope with the prevailing of situation and more strictly perforating the preparedness for war. Right, that's why I brought out that Joel 3 and 9. Prepare war, wake up the mighty, man. Yahweh Shemal Shai is putting that readiness, warlike mindset in these other nations, and that's why I brought out Joel 3 verse 9. I'm going to say for reference, Salaki. I just want to add a note to that. It says the KCEA says referring to the Korean People's Army. It says the meeting following North Korea's on Thursday, condemning drills by the United States and its allies, said that they have reached an extreme red line. Yep, just like I mentioned. It says and threatening to turn the peninsula into a huge war. It says arsenal and more critical war zone. And it says on Thursday's statement, the North Korean foreign minister said Pyongyang was not interested in dialogue as long as Washington pushes hostility policies. It says inside a visit to South Korea by the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin last Tuesday. It says Austin and his South Korean counterpart said that they would expand military drills and deploy more strategic access, such as aircraft carriers and long-range bombers, to counter North Korea's weapons and development. plowshares and the swords and the moon hooks, which that goes into, the financial stability of, these nations putting in their military, and that's what we're seeing, the nations building up their military arsenal, beat your plowshares and the swords and the pony hooks into spears, and let the weak say I'm strong, right? And that's what you're seeing. Let the weak say I'm strong, As you see right here, North Korea calls for strengthening war readiness, posturing, expanding drills. And I'm going to bring out Matthew. This is the book of Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be in trouble, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet, right? Because we're going to continue to see the rise and increase of these wars and rumors of wars between the different nations and different kingdoms. Because these rumors of wars are definitely heating up between these different nations. And that's what we're seeing, And it's going to continue to, all the internet is kind of tweaking a little bit. This is Matthew 24:7. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, because the nations rise up against nations in different kingdoms as well too. So that's what we're going to continue to see in a latter days. Prime examples of like this. And this is a prime example right here of the nations rising up against nations as North Korea calls for a strengthening war readiness, posture, expanding drills, So with that, that's all I wanted to bring out of this latest news article from Reuters.com as of February 6, 2023 at 5:21 p.m. So with that, hopefully it's edifying like I mentioned before, and I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Lahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lahashem, Karkadash, double honors to the elders for preaching the word, truth, and sincerity. And shalom to the Akim, scanning through 4 points of the road, preaching the word, truth, and sincerity. And until next time, I'll say shalom.